Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you work, success always seems out of reach? What are you doing wrong? The truth might surprise you. Success doesn't come from what you have, but from how you think and act every single day. Imagine if you could apply timeless secrets to completely transform your life. Surely you wouldn't want to miss out on this. Welcome to Wisdom Daily, where we share deep life philosophies from Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism. Today, we will reveal 11 success secrets you can start applying immediately to change your life. Let's dive right in. Secret 1. Create value for others. We live in a competitive society where success often seems reserved for those who work hard and know how to get ahead. But Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest philosophers of ancient Rome, had a very different perspective. He believed, "What is not good for the hive is not good for the bee." You've probably heard this saying before, but have you ever thought deeply about it? Bees don't work just for their own benefit. They serve the entire hive. Similarly, in our lives, true success isn't when you focus solely on achieving your personal goals, but when you help others achieve theirs. Ask yourself, are you creating value for the community around you? Are you helping others achieve their dreams? If the answer is yes, then your success will follow. It's a simple yet powerful rule. When you help others succeed, you are also helping yourself. A close example is John, a friend of mine. John is an entrepreneur, but instead of just focusing on growing his own business, he's always looking for ways to help those around him. He organizes free courses for young people who want to start their own businesses, sharing his experiences and valuable relationships he has built over the years. What is the result of this? John's business not only grew strong, but also earned the respect and love of the community. The people he helped were also willing to support him when he needed it. John's success isn't about personal goals. It's about connection and mutual support in the community. Marcus Aurelius' secret to success is focus on creating value for others. When you help others achieve their goals, you are also getting closer to your own. When you help others, you are also focusing on core values. But the key is knowing how to limit distractions and focus on what truly matters. And that's the next secret we need to apply in life. Limiting focus. Secret 2. Limit your focus. You've probably felt overwhelmed by the amount of work and goals in life. We all have big dreams and ambitions. However, on the journey to success, there are many things that distract us. Not everything deserves our time and energy. That's why Marcus Aurelius advises us. Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary? Sometimes what we think is important is actually just a distraction. Instead of doing everything at once, we need to learn how to say no to unnecessary things and focus on our biggest goals. This doesn't mean giving up on hobbies or small tasks, but rather learning how to allocate time and energy efficiently to achieve the best results. You've probably heard of Warren Buffett's two-list strategy. This simple yet effective strategy helps us identify the truly important goals and eliminate unnecessary ones. First, write down 25 goals you want to achieve in your work or life. Then pick the 5 most important ones and forget about the rest. From there, you'll see that by focusing on the biggest goals, you won't be distracted and will more easily achieve success. Remember, only when you know how to limit your focus can you truly achieve what you desire. But sometimes, even when you've found focus, barriers and challenges will arise, making you feel exhausted. And in those moments, the next secret is to build discipline. Discipline will help you overcome difficulties and keep moving forward. Secret 3. Build discipline. Discipline is the key factor that helps us maintain perseverance and continue progressing on the path to success. Marcus Aurelius said, "Work with enthusiasm and without distraction, always remembering the common good." A disciplined person always acts with purpose and does the right things for the right reasons, not letting outside factors pull them off course. To build discipline, you need to clearly define your goals and maintain motivation to avoid distractions. This means not letting things like anxiety, small failures, or external factors cause you to lose your way. When you cannot control a situation, maintaining calm and continuing to work will help you go further. For example, Tom is a successful investor. He faced a big loss when one of his investments failed. But instead of letting that defeat discourage him, Tom applied discipline and continued to follow his long-term plan. He always took time to research and thoroughly understand before making new decisions, never letting emotions or immediate outcomes derail his long-term vision. Discipline isn't about putting pressure on yourself, but rather the ability to control your actions, even when everything around you seems chaotic. It is an important quality that helps you overcome difficulties and continue moving towards your goals. Secret 4. Accept sacrifice. True success does not come without sacrifice. One principle Marcus Aurelius emphasized is, do not avoid duties, even if you are tired or face difficulties. To achieve significant things in life, you need to accept that you must sacrifice certain things, whether it's time, effort, or even short-term pleasures. We are often drawn to seek immediate comfort. But this only traps us in the vicious cycle of laziness and procrastination. To truly achieve success, you need to accept that it won't always be easy. This might mean giving up some temporary pleasures to focus on long-term goals. A great example is Sarah, a surgeon, who has sacrificed many things to build a career and succeed in the medical field. She frequently works overnight, has little time for family and friends, and sacrifices many personal things to pursue her career. However, thanks to these sacrifices, Sarah became a renowned surgeon and has helped thousands of patients. Accepting. Sacrifice is an essential part of the journey to success. In fact, success comes when you are willing to give up what is unimportant to devote yourself to bigger and more sustainable goals. Secret 5. Create a positive environment and invest time in valuable relationships. The environment around you has a profound impact on how you think, act, and ultimately succeed. However, to have a positive environment that supports your personal growth, you need to invest time and effort into building the right relationships. Choosing who to surround yourself with can be a sacrifice. You will need to spend time with people who positively influence you, thereby creating an environment that helps you grow and achieve your goals. This includes not only friends and colleagues, but also building relationships with people who inspire you and are willing to support you when needed. For example, if you want to become a successful investor, you need to seek out people with experience in the field, learn from them, and create beneficial collaborations. Sacrificing relationships that do not add value or align with your goals will help you focus on those who push you forward. Remember that your environment is not just where you live, but where you decide to spend your time and energy. When you intentionally build an environment that supports your personal development, you will find it easier to achieve your biggest goals. Secret 6. Protect your time. Time is the most valuable resource you have, and once it's gone, you can never get it back. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, do not live as though you have 1,000 years ahead of you. Death is always lurking. Time waits for no one, and wasting time on things that are unimportant will only leave you behind. Successful people understand the value of time. They know how to say no to unnecessary requests, unimportant calls, pointless conversations, or meetings that offer no value. You need to learn to protect your time as if it were your most valuable asset. For example, Anna, a CEO at a startup, used to attend every meeting and respond to every email throughout the day. This made her feel constantly busy, but she wasn't really accomplishing any meaningful work. After learning how to prioritize and only participate in meetings and tasks that truly mattered, Anna regained balance and work efficiency, while also making time for her family and personal hobbies. Remember, when you protect your time, you not only maintain an effective schedule, but also shield yourself from the negative effects of distractions and interruptions. Secret 7. Live below Your means, one of the most important principles of Stoicism, is learning to live simply and not getting caught up in materialistic pursuits. Marcus Aurelius advises us, "What remains to be valued? It is to limit our actions to those things which are in line with our own preparation." In reality, living below your means doesn't just help you save money, it also helps you maintain freedom and long-term stability. We live in a world that constantly promotes consumption and the desire to own luxurious things, from cars and clothes to the latest gadgets. However, many of us, even with enough financial resources, still feel lacking and unhappy. Why is this? Because excessive spending, whether on material goods or time, only leaves us tired and never satisfied with what we have. For example, David, a successful investor, has a high income and can afford expensive items. However, instead of buying expensive goods, he chooses to live in a modest home and only spends money on things that are truly important to him: personal growth and charity work. He realized that when you live below your means, you can dedicate more time and energy to things that really matter, such as learning, creativity, and caring for your family. Living below your means doesn't mean living in scarcity, but living purposefully and maintaining control over your finances. This helps you keep your life free from unnecessary distractions, creating freedom for your mind. Secret 8. Keep things simple. You've probably felt tired of having to make countless decisions every day, from what to wear to what job to choose, or even what truly matters in life. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Do not waste time debating what a good person should be like. Just be a good person. Don't complicate things. Sometimes all we need to do is the right thing and take specific actions to move forward." In modern life, we easily get lost in unnecessary thoughts, and overthinking can cause us to lose our direction. Keeping things simple helps you maintain clarity and focus on what truly matters. For example, Emily, a young woman, is very good at planning. However, she often gets caught up in overthinking and weighing too many options. One day, Emily realized that she was spending too much time thinking about choices and not enough time actually taking meaningful steps. She then decided to simplify her decision-making and focus only on things that truly mattered. As a result, Emily became more effective, achieved her goals quickly, and felt happy with the small achievements she made. To succeed, you need to learn how to make things simpler. Not everything in life needs to be overly complicated. Just focus on what is truly important and let go of what's unnecessary. Secret 9. Adapt and learn from failure. Failure is something we don't want to go through, but it is an inevitable part of life. Marcus Aurelius said, "The obstacle on the path is the path." Every failure you encounter is not the end. It's an opportunity to learn and move forward. If you can accept and learn from failure, you will grow stronger and reach your ultimate goal. Indeed, we can easily be caught up in feelings of disappointment and frustration when things don't go as planned. However, it's precisely in these difficult moments that we grow and make progress. Failure is a valuable lesson if you learn to recognize and accept it the right way. For example, James, a startup founder, faced many failures in the early years. His company had to shut down once due to lack of funds, and again when it couldn't compete with larger rivals. But instead of giving up, James learned from these failures. He realized that what he was missing wasn't ideas or resources, but perseverance and the ability to pivot. He started over, came up with new strategies, and created a successful product, helping him build a strong company afterward. Learning from failure is an essential part of the journey. You need to be ready to face challenges and not fear the moments when things don't go according to plan. Every failure is a step closer to success. Secret 10. Be honest with yourself. To achieve long-term success, the most important thing is to be honest with yourself. This honesty isn't just about facing your strengths. It's also about being clearly aware of your limits, the things you can't do yet, or the challenges you need to overcome. Take time to ask yourself, do you truly know your abilities? Are you setting realistic goals that match your strengths and limitations? Self-awareness helps you avoid hasty decisions, unrealistic expectations, and protects you from unnecessary failures. For example, Liam, a young investor, once set financial goals that were too high when he started his career. Instead of achieving quick success, he went through several major failures. After some time, Liam decided to reassess himself and adjust his goals to match his current abilities. He learned to be aware of his strengths and weaknesses, and as a result, he started achieving small, stable, and sustainable successes, gradually moving towards bigger goals. Being honest with yourself helps you maintain balance, make the right next steps, and stay consistent on the long road ahead. Secret 11. Live by principles. Not materialism, true. Success isn't just about money, fame, or what you own. It's about living a life connected to strong principles and your core values. Marcus Aurelius once said, "We cannot control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond." Being honest with your values creates a solid foundation that helps you maintain inner peace, no matter what changes occur in the outside world. When you live by principles, you won't be swayed by the temptations of luxury or instant success. You will understand that your value doesn't depend on what you own or what others think of you. True success comes from maintaining humility, respecting what you believe in, and not letting outside factors change who you truly are. True peace comes from living honestly according to the values you believe in. When you live a principled life, you not only feel happy, but also create a meaningful, sustainable, and fulfilling life. Success isn't about what you have, but about who you are when you have nothing. When you live by principles, you not only avoid material temptations, but also live a truly meaningful and happy life. The greatest success is the ability to maintain your core values, no matter the challenges or temptations life throws at you. So we've explored the 11 success secrets from Marcus Aurelius's Stoic philosophy together. These principles not only help you build a successful material life, but also help you achieve peace of mind and a more meaningful life. So, what do you think about the Stoic principles we just shared? What's your story about applying these secrets to your life? Feel free to share your thoughts with us in the comments below. If you found this video useful and inspiring, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on Wisdom Daily to continue exploring deep philosophies that help you live a fuller and happier life. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and don't forget to share this video with those you believe will benefit from these Stoic principles. Let's build a community filled with wisdom and positive energy. Wishing you a wonderful day, and always remember, true success comes from inner strength and peace of mind.